Okay, so by the title of this video, you already know what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be doing kind of like a story time, I guess, of like the time I came out, which is still kind of fresh. I came out like 3 days ago. But, yeah, I guess that's what this is. I don't know. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jaydin. And for those of you who do know me, my name is Jaydin. But, this video is gonna be something, it's gonna be a story time, I guess. It's gonna be the time I came out, and I'm gonna be telling you guys, I guess, how I went about it, what happened, all of that stuff. So before I start, this is the hard video for me to make. So make sure you like the video, leave nice comments, or you can leave me comments, I don't give a fuck. And subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. And yeah, so I guess let me start. Okay, so coming out. The overall topic of coming out I find so fucking stupid. Like, I don't get why we gotta tell everybody who the fuck we want to date or who we interested in, but that's the world we live in, right? So the idea of coming out, I always knew I liked guys and girls since I was in probably fucking, let me stop cursing, sorry. Since I was probably, I don't know, like 6, 7, since I was young. But growing up, I guess, since I grew up in the Bronx and I went to school in the Bronx and I had all straight friends, and the idea of being gay or bisexual or whatever was like so hated, and everybody hated gay people. I was like, and it was looked at as like a really bad thing, so I obviously never said anything. And growing up, I just decided that I wasn't gonna talk about it. I wasn't even gonna act on it. I was just like, maybe this is just a phase. I think everybody thinks that. Maybe this is just a phase. So growing up, I tried to push it off. And I had the idea, I was like, it doesn't bother me that I don't get to act on it. I was like, because I do like girls too, so I was like, I can just like girls, talk to girls, whatever, and I don't have to talk to guys, it's fine. But as you get older, you notice that it's just like, it starts to grow on you, and you start to realize it affects you more, and like it bothers you more, and it, like you're always thinking about it. So when this happened recently. Sorry, my camera died. But okay. So I remember it being around like November, and I was really thinking about it. Like I was by myself in my room and I was thinking about it, and I was like, do I think I will ever come out? And I was like, I don't think I have to. Like, if I want to mess with guys, I'll do it on the down low, whatever. Like, it's nobody's business. I don't gotta tell anybody who I like, who I want to talk to. Like, it's my life. So, I remember, y'all gonna fucking laugh at me, but I remember I was watching Demi Lovato's documentary. I don't even fucking, like, I gotta stop cursing. Before that, I didn't even care about Demi Lovato. Like, I obviously knew who she was, and like, I liked her and stuff, but I didn't really know much about her. So everybody telling me to watch the documentary is so good, whatever. So one day I'm watching this documentary, and she has a part where like she comes out and she starts dating girls and all of this stuff, and I'm just noticing that she was so happy. So I'm thinking, and I'm like, if I was to come out, would I be that happy? And I remember, like, it dawned on me for like a couple of days, and I was like, nah, I don't know, whatever. So then fast forward, it's like 4 days before New Year's, and I'm literally laying in my bed again, alone, nobody in my house, nobody in my room, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, what do I want to do for New Year's? Like, I'm tired of living the same life. Like, I didn't feel like I was living a secret, but then I kind of did. Like, I didn't think about it until, how can I put this? Like, it wasn't something that was on my mind 24/7, but like, I go to FIT, I got a lot of gay friends, so if they were having a conversation about something, there would be times that I had a story that I could have said, but I would just like hold back. Or like a time that I seen a guy and I was like, I didn't even look on purpose because my friends were around, like things like that. So I was like, do I want to keep living like that, or do I just want to be myself? And I always preached and told people, oh, be yourself, like don't care what nobody thinks. And honestly, I don't care what anybody thinks, but it was just the fact that my parents didn't know, and I didn't want to go telling people and then it get back to my parents without me telling them. So that's the honest reason why I didn't come out. So it's 4 days before New Year's, and I'm sitting there, and while laying there on my bed, and I'm just like, damn, like I think I'm gonna come out. And like the idea of it made me wanna fucking die. Like it was disgusting. So I'm laying here, and I'm thinking, and I'm looking up coming out videos, and people wasn't fucking helping, like they weren't helping. And I'm just like, how do I do this? Like, what do I even say? Like, I never said I'm gay or I'm bisexual, any of that out loud. Like, it was always something in my head, like, I never said it. Whatever, so I'm sitting on my bed, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, fuck, like, who's the first person I tell? And I was like, my best friend, obviously. Like, that, like, I was that down low, like, I'm sure everybody figured, but, like, I never told anyone. I never came out and told not one person. So I'm texting my best friend, and I'm like, I got something to tell you. But I don't think she knew it was that, but I feel like she knew it was that. So we're texting, and I'm just like, I got something to tell you, like, can you guess? So she's like, what do you mean, can I guess? So it was so hard for me to actually say. So I'm just like, guess a whole bunch of things, like, you think you know about me, or you think, like, something that, like, I would just, like, just guess. I didn't even know the right words to say. I was just like, can you just please guess? She's like, how could I guess? Like, I don't even know what's going on. And I'm just like, I really want to tell you something, but I don't know how to say it. So like, she's kind of worried. So we went back and forth. And then she finally guessed it. And I remember once I said yes, like, I wanted to throw up, cry. I wanted to just do everything because I'm just like, that's it. Like, somebody knows. Like, I finally let it out. So I remember, so of course, my best friend, she's the best. So her reaction was amazing. She's like, boy, like, she was like, what I've been doing. And two, like, it don't fucking matter. Like, and I knew she would be accepting. I know a lot of people would be accepting, but I wasn't even accepting it myself. Like, I was hiding it. I was thinking of it as a bad thing. So it was just like, it was harder for me to accept it myself than for other people to accept it. Because again, I don't really care what people think. But if I'm thinking it's a bad thing and like I didn't want to accept it. Whatever. So I wrote her, so I told her. So after I told her, I remember like I was just letting out everything like back to back because I have so many stories, so much things that I never told anyone because that was like a whole life I was living that nobody knew. And before that, everyone would tell me, you're so secretive, you're so private, we know nothing about you. And I'm just like, no, I'm not. But I really was. Like, I was hiding so much about myself. I don't remember the order I told people, but I remember I told my other close friend. Like, I started telling people one by one. And it was like, it would just be things like, for example, if I go through something, like I'm talking to like a guy or whatever, and like, he says something dumb, and like it's something my friends would laugh at, I would text my friends and tell them, but I'll make up a whole backstory of like somebody else. And there was a whole bunch of things like that that I was just tired of doing. So I remember one day, this was like this was January 4th. I remember January 4th. After New Year's and everything, I'm texting all my friends in a group chat, and these are my close friends. And meanwhile, most of my close friends are gay, so we're all texting in a group chat. So my friend Vanessa, she's like, why are we all single? That's what she texts. So once she said that, it like thing popped up in my head, and I'm like, should I tell them now? So we went back and forth talking about boyfriends and girlfriends, whatever. And I'm like, I'm texting one of the people in the group chat by themselves because I already had told them. And I'm like, should I say it now? And then they're like, if you want to, like this is the perfect time, whatever. So I came out and I wrote, I was like, just to let y'all know I like guys and girls. So then I remember it took like a minute for everybody to reply. So then who replied first? Somebody sent like a heart or something. And then somebody said, I'm not saying no names, but somebody was like, I kissed more girls than I did guys. Like, I don't know, just everybody just started saying stuff to make me feel comfortable. And like, I don't know, like that just, once I got like those reactions from them, that was just like, I thought I was Superman, and I was like, I'm gonna tell my parents. Like, literally once they were just giving me those reactions and everybody was like making me feel comfortable and everything, I was like, I need to tell my parents. I was like, I got the confidence now, I can't waste this. So I text my mom right after that, and I texted and I'm like, we need to talk when you get back, because she was in Florida at the time. So I was like, we need to talk when you get back. So she's like, about what? You're scaring me. So I'm like, oh God. So she's not leaving me alone, she's pressuring me. So like an hour passes. So I'm like, I don't want to tell my mom over the phone, but my dad is living in Florida at the time, and she's with him in Florida. And I wanted to just like kill two birds with one stone. I didn't want to do it at different times. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna FaceTime them, and I'm gonna tell them at the same time. So I was like, fuck. So like my stomach was hurting. I was just like, me and my parents, like, of course I'm not close to my parents, but like we don't have those conversations. Like, I don't talk to them about sex. I don't talk to them about like who I date. Like, I bring one girl home. Like, I don't talk about that with my parents. So I remember I called my mom, FaceTime her. So my stomach is about to fucking explode. My heart is beating. I just wanted to die. Like, in that moment, I just wanted to die. Whatever. So I'm on my bed, whatever. I'm on FaceTime my mom, and I'm like, go with dad. So she's like, go with dad for what? So I'm like, just go with dad. So she goes to my dad. So they both in FaceTime looking at me. I'm looking at them, and my eyes start watering. So I'm like, fuck. So I don't, again, all this time I told everybody, I never came out and said I'm gay or I'm bisexual. Like, I was saying it in a way that they will understand what I'm saying. Like, I was kind of still sugarcoating it, but they knew what I was saying and they were being accepting. But like, to my parents, they're not saying anything. They're just waiting for me to say it. So I'm sitting there. So we're sitting there for like a minute. I just start crying. So I'm crying, whatever. My mom and dad's looking at me. And then my mom starts getting emotional because she's like, I don't really cry like that. So she's like, well, why the hell are you crying? So I'm crying, whatever. So my dad's like, he's not laughing, but like, he's just like, what's your problem? Say what you gotta say. So I said it. I was like, I like guys and girls. It got quiet for like 30 seconds. So like, I don't know, once I let it out, I wasn't even like scared of the reaction. I would just like, I just let it out. Like, I was more trying to realize that I just told my parents. So my dad takes the phone. So he starts laughing, but he's not laughing like making fun of me. He's just laughing like I knew it. So he basically said that he figured, they both did. And then we were just talking whatever about it, and he was telling me how he respects me for actually like coming out and telling him not finding out to other people. And that he was saying it like, of course, like, I think a lot of people in the place that I grew up in the Bronx, like a lot of people was not open to that, like not open-minded, not open to the idea of like their children being gay, but he actually took it in a really good way. And he was just telling me that our generation as like a whole, like we're just more open, we're more free, and we like to like try new things, and we're not scared, I guess, to be ourselves. So that he was really accepting. My mom was too, like I talked to them. So after I told them I hung up, whatever, I felt so relieved. But it was just like a feeling I can't even explain. Like it was just literally like if I don't want to drag it and say I was born again, but it was just like if I was starting a whole new life. Because it's just like, okay, now I could be myself. And now I don't gotta hide from nobody. So then after that, like I started telling more people in my family, but like I was gonna go fucking giving out flyers, invitations. Like again, it is nobody's business. So then fast forward to like maybe like 3-4 weeks ago, I decided to post a post on Instagram. So the post on Instagram wasn't really coming out to Instagram. Like it wasn't me telling everybody on Instagram, oh I'm gay. But it was basically letting everybody know. And I post my post on Instagram at the end of this video, whatever. But it was just basically letting everybody know that, like, why do we have to come out? Like, I don't get the idea of, like, us having to come out. Like, me as a person, if I decide I want to date a guy and the guy decides he wants to date me, why does anybody else have to accept it or not accept it when they're not part of our relationship? And I don't know, like, I've never been one to really care about what people think. So, me posting that, I wasn't like, oh my god, people's gonna comment back. Like, I didn't care. I just wanted to let people know, like, for the people that do care what people think, like, you kind of need to stop, because you're never going to be happy, you're never going to be able to live your own life, you're never going to be able to actually do what you want because you're worried about what other people think. Everyone has their own life, and I feel like everyone should do whatever they want with their life. Like, that's the reason that everyone has their own life. I really don't get it. And like, of course, the most judgmental people, I don't care what anybody says, the most homophobic people be gay, like, they just don't know how to accept it themselves. Honestly, before I even came out, if I was to see a guy on the street and he was acting feminine, I would try to like distance myself because I thought that people automatically think I was gay. Like I had an ignorant mindset, I was dumb, I wasn't educated on the topic, like I didn't even know, and I would just try to like avoid it, or I would try to act more like a guy or do certain things in order for people to think I was straight. Like I was so dumb. Like a lot of people are, and a lot of people try too hard to make themselves seem like something they're not. Not even like with the whole gay stuff, just like in general. Like people are so scared to be themselves nowadays, and it's sad. But yeah, so I said all of this basically to just say, like, stop being scared to be yourself. Stop hiding who you are because you scared other people are not going to accept you. Like, it's just dumb. And, like, another thing I'm trying to say, I guess, it's just like you have to accept yourself before you want anybody else to accept you. Because if you don't accept yourself, how do you really expect other people to accept you? Like, it was just, like, so much stuff I realized from coming out. It was just, like again, not even with the gay stuff, but, like, in general, like, there's so much stuff that I'm finding out about myself now, and it was just like I was trying so hard to be somebody that I wasn't, that I didn't really know who I was. And I'm sure there's somebody watching this video right now that's dealing with the same thing I was going through, and they think like, oh, but like we're two different people, your parents probably are different than mine, you're probably surrounded by different people than mine. Like, it doesn't matter. The only way you're gonna live your best life and you're gonna be happy is if you be honest with yourself and with other people. Because like I had the mindset for a while, even after I came out, I was like, if nobody asks, I won't tell. But it's just like, still, that shows that you're ashamed and you think there's something wrong with it. Because if you're willing to not say anything at all and beat around the bush until someone asks, you still think there's something wrong with it. And like, honestly, think about it. What is wrong for a girl liking a girl or a guy liking a guy? Like, so what? It doesn't affect nobody but those two people. And if they're okay with it, I don't get why other people aren't. But that's a whole nother topic. And before, like, I used to get offended when people ask me, like, oh, are you gay? Like, I used to get so offended. Like, I used to get so mad. And one, I was offended for no reason because I was gay as fuck. But two, it was just like, why are you offended? Like, being gay isn't a bad thing. Being gay just means that you like the same sex. So the fuck what if you like the same sex? It's your life. Like, you can do whatever you want. But again, I made this video to let everyone know to be yourself. And even if you don't know who yourself is, try to find out who you are. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to other people. Stop trying to be somebody you're not. Stop caring what people think. Like, just live your best life. That's it. Like, I could honestly say, even though I'd be stressed about other things, I'm living my best life right now. I could go hold down the street right now. I could go sleep with a guy, sleep with a girl, talk to a guy, talk to a girl, talk to both, have a threesome. Like, sorry mom and dad if you're watching this. But like, I can live my best life. Why? Because I genuinely don't care what anybody thinks about me. Like, of course I want people to like me. Of course all of this stuff. But if they don't, that's not my problem. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm fun. I know I'm an amazing person to be around. Like, it's your loss. It's not mine. I'm sorry. But yeah, of course there's people that said what they said, and of course there's people that was accepting. Like, there's gonna be you're gonna get all types of reactions, but at the end of the day, the only reaction that matters is yours. And by reaction, I mean you just have to come to terms with yourself and be real with yourself, and stop lying to yourself, and stop trying to force stuff upon yourself that you know isn't true, or isn't even gonna work, or isn't in your best interest. You're just doing it because you feel like other people like it. Like, really take time to find yourself, be yourself, and do you. But yeah, so that was the whole point of the video, I guess. I didn't want to make this one too emotional. I wanted to make it like fun and stuff, but it's not really a fun topic because people are just assholes and they make things so hard on other people. Like, again, the whole coming out idea. Why the hell do I gotta come out to the world and tell them I like guys? I don't see fucking Sally coming out to her mom and telling her she like boys. Her mom just expected, her dad just expected. That's another problem. Stop expecting shit from me. Like, people love expecting stuff from people and then being mad when it's not what they expected. Stop expecting stuff. Just live life. Have fun. Don't hurt nobody. Do good for yourself. Drink water. Eat fruits. Exercise. Like, I don't know. There's so much shit in the world that's more important than who the fuck somebody else likes. And I don't think a lot of people realize that, and that's why we go through the shit we go through today, because people will focus on the wrong shit. Again, that's another topic. But I'm gonna leave my Instagram and my Snapchat and all my information below. If anyone needs advice or just wants to ask me questions or anything, please feel free to DM me. I have so many people DMing me now for my post on Instagram, and I like it because I can give you my honest opinion and my answers and like what I think and like how to go about stuff. And everybody's different, but everybody can relate on something. If you want to write me, you can. I don't got a lot of followers. My DMs is open. Whatever. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe. It took me a lot to do this video. I was being a little bitch in the beginning, then I realized, like, fuck, just do the video. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, be gay. Like, do it all. Love yourself, love everybody. And thanks for watching the video. There was one more thing I was gonna ask, and I forgot. But alright, that was my coming out story. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.
Everybody get your motherfucking roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let that thing loose, girl, in so long. You been inside, know you like to lay low. I've been peeping what you bringing to the table. Working hard, girl, everything paid for. First, last phone bill, car, no cable.
Y'all always stay waiting after these credits for something to pop up. But what I'm gonna tell you, I already told you I was gay. I don't got nothing else. Damn.